What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the channel. I'm going to tell you guys a little bit about what's going on today. Alrighty guys, we are back at it this evening. There's a couple things I want to go over really fast on this before I get on to what I'm actually going to do this evening on the bike, and then continue on with the rest of it in the morning. The parts that I took off in the last video were the actual brake calipers. That was my main focus, to get these things off, because I had a feeling we were going to have issues with those. I took the front ones off, I took the back one off. It took Hercules strength to get that one off. But my problem with this one was, I went ahead and I put the pads back in here, in both of them. And if you'll notice that only one side on this one broke free, and this one over here is still recessed. And the problem I'm having is these won't come out, and these have come out, and both of these are supposed to come out on both sides. That's a problem. So it tells me that these over here, the seals are stuck and it's seized up. Same story on this side, and this is after, I'm not gonna joke about this, after about 200 pumps of this front brake up here. I mean, I was just squeezing the shit out of it for like 200 times, and I got these free. I don't know if you can tell. You see that the seal where it's been sticking on the piston, you can see a ring. Yeah, it's not supposed to look like that. And on this side, they just started breaking free. That's how you're able to see a little bit of the copper underneath the shiny part. Before that, it wasn't like that. So this is after about 200 front brake compressions, and I barely got these broke free. So these calipers up front, they need to be taken apart and rebuilt. We've already bought a rebuild kit for it with the seals and everything. I'm waiting for those to come in the mail, and it's very possible that Josh may come over, and he wants to help work on these and learn how to do this as well. And the one in the back, this one here, this one was a booger. I was squeezing this one as well, or compressing the brake, and I barely got it to budge. And then when it finally did, you can see all the grime and stuff where it's been seized up and it's stuck. And this rubber thing here, that's one of the seals, guys. There's two of them. There's an upper and a lower, and it looks like the upper has already pulled itself out because it was stuck on the piston of the caliper. So that's a problem. That's another reason why the rear end was all seized up. This caliper back here needs to be disassembled entirely and cleaned. And I do have parts in the mail. They are on their way here. They should be here probably by tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure. But that I have the brake rotors and stuff. We're gonna put those on order. I've already talked to the owner, and he likes the style that I kind of pointed out, but we haven't placed an order for those just yet, because we got to pay for bills first before we get into these. So I understand that. Tomorrow, after I'm done doing what I'm going to do this evening, I'm going to be taking the radiator off. I'm going to drain the bike of all antifreeze. I'm going to drain the bike of the engine oil and change out the oil pan and get that out of the way and done. Now, in order to get the exhaust manifold off, I went ahead and I went up to Harbor Freight and I bought me an impact drill. I've never had an impact before. I've always wanted to get me one. I know Bauer's not the best one on the market. In fact, I would prefer either having rigid, DeWalt, or like a Milwaukee, for example. All those are really, really good brands. I prefer DeWalt. I've always had DeWalt, and it's never let me down. but this one was just a little bit more on the cheaper side, and it's going to do the same principle, same thing. But I got this one because I work on motorcycles more than I do cars, which that's probably going to be changing here soon. But I bought this so I can break the nuts free on the exhaust manifold, and this will make quick work of that to help break it free. So that's one reason why I bought me a new tool. And once I have the exhaust manifold off and the exhaust pipe off the bike entirely, I'm going to take my lift, put it underneath this bike, and lift the whole thing off the ground. I think it should be all right if I can do that. I'm not sure. I'm gonna work this out. And the reason for that is I got to get this front wheel off of the bike so we can get the rotors off, because we're going to be replacing these brake rotors with new ones. A different style, and it's a style that Josh really likes, and he's going to order those. So that's my next objective, is to get this bike off the ground and get it prepared for that. A little follow-up of what we're going to be doing later on this evening. But I'm not going to do the brake pads thing. I wanted to, but I opted out for it. I'm not going to do it. I got him better brake pads for this bike. These here are your stock ones. They're your regular composite, but this one here is ceramic. The difference between these two is, if you look close, I don't know if you can. If you look close, you see the like little gold flakes and stuff that are in it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is copper. It's shavings of copper, and copper increases friction, and it also absorbs heat a little bit better. And ceramic brake pads do not emit brake dust. They don't emit brake dust. So better stopping power and no brake dust equals better pads. So I got him set up. The brake pads already came in. These are ready to go back on the bike. However, the rest of the brake system and stuff is not ready for these yet. So you're asking, why are we making a video, and what are we doing today? Well, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get into the plastics. I'm gonna set up my table and probably put it up over here, and I'm gonna see if I can repair those the metal tabs that were on the front of the bike here, and any cracks that I find. I'm kind of hoping that I can get it fixed. If I can, go me. If I can't, I'll have to explain that to Josh, and we'll try to figure out the next steps to take after that. So without further ado, let me go ahead, get the table all set up, bring the plastics over here, and get to plastic welding. All right, so I got a few pictures that I already took. I tried to figure out what piece goes to what. I figured it out. They're still broken, but whenever they break, I like how they break sometimes, because it is usually a clean break, and they break in a specific way that it'll go back together like a puzzle piece, right? So I did this for both of them, as you guys will see here in the pictures momentarily. And what I'm going to do is, usually what I would do is put super glue on here. Anybody will put super glue and be like, oh, I'm done. Well, yes and no. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually start it this way and melt it together and keep it in place. There's a hole in the side of this one, so I'm going to try to fill that in. But then what I'm going to do is I'm also going to build on the bracing for both sides so that this doesn't break easily again. So let me go ahead and slap this on a quick time lapse. Enjoy the show. Well, I will say This one turned out to be pretty decent. I mean, it looks rough, but I'm telling you right now, I didn't have much to work from. I got it on the inside, I got it on the outside. Sealed up the back the best I could. I built up on it. There was a huge hole on this other side over here, so I was able to fill that in. So, but that right there, that's not going anywhere. All right, now for the next one. Yay. So here is the other piece. I went ahead and fixed that crack. Unfortunately, I had to fix it on the outside too, which might mess up his paint, which, I mean, this is up front. I don't think anybody's gonna look. But that looks to me like a really clean repair. I mean, it melted plastic, but it's on there, guys. It's not going nowhere. I like that. That means we can reuse this piece. It's not gonna break off. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. At least I don't think it will. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Yeah. All right, on to the next broken piece. I think I may need to switch over to a clear type of plastic or a zip tie. Bullshit. Okay, we're good. This other fender, I'm not seeing. Ooh, that was almost dangerous. I'm not seeing any cracks in his plastic on this, so that's in the clear, so I'm gonna leave that alone. This is done, this is done, and I just gotta bring the nose over here and we'll get busy on that. Okay. I need to take off the headlights, and they are zip tied on. I don't have a way to cut them except like this. Burning through the zip ties. That's your headlights. Okay, so it looks like my first repair, I really think, should be this right here to allow me to have support for the rest of it. So I'm going to start here and then work my way around to the other components that are cracked. this one I thought I was done. Completely forgot that I have these tabs up here that I need to pull off the bike, which is this one. Yeah, you guys looking at it. You got this one. I gotta line this one up, which that shouldn't be hard at all, because that should line right up on the inside. And then this is going to be for the left. This is going to be for the right. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't have one of these tools, get one. You will thank yourself. Perfect. Okay, so this is going to be for the right. This is the left. Oh, man. This is by far the most tedious work I have ever done. Oh. All right, let's get back at it. Well, it ain't beautiful, but it'll work. About that right there. I mean, you put heat to any of this white plastic and it looks burnt. So, but it works. I mean, I put the needle nose to it and it doesn't go nowhere. Now I just got to get this other one on there. I just gotta get this other one on the other side, and hopefully I can get this to work out. There's a lot more material missing on that side, so let me see if I can get this together. If not, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Let me tell you something. This was not easy to do. I know it looks like crap, but that's all plastic melted together. And this little tab was all by itself. There was no sidewall. Where is it? There was no sidewall here. I had to create one. There was no sidewall on the inside. I had to create one. And on the back here, there was almost no support. So I took some of that zip tie, and I cut it up and I melted it together to create a better support, because I think it's possible the rest of this might break. It's hard to tell. It looks bad, it really does, but it's hard to do when you have just a soldering iron. But I think, I mean, considering it didn't have anything to connect to, and now that it does, I think we're in business. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I can shake the bike now. Before you couldn't do that, it was flopping all over the place. This fastener went well. This one went well, the closest one, but the one on the other side over there, the top one, it broke a little bit, like half of it, so I'm going to take it back off and I'm gonna fix that. But yeah, it's solid on there. That's exactly how fairings are supposed to be. Also down here, this is another concern of mine. This was broken right in the middle, and it was drooping down and touching the wheel, which is a no-no. So I got that fixed. This pokes out a little bit, mainly because the rest of the fairings are not attached. Nothing else is on. It's just the nose itself. That's all. So this will straighten itself out, and if it doesn't, I will make it. So anyway, yeah, I can shake the bike now. That's good. It's nice and solid. That's what I wanted. But yeah, that's pretty much that's going to be a wrap for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoy the content of this video as much as I had making it. And that's pretty much that's going to be it for tonight. I mean, I've been out here for like 2.5, 3 hours. My back's tired. I'm ready to go to bed. So hopefully you guys have a wonderful evening. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, y'all take it easy. I love you. Good night.